Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on the channel. I have currently got a lovely sounding ambient clean tone, which I think is a preset on Archetype Nolly, but it's labelled Smooth Clean. And I've been faffing around with a new riff idea. Not normally something I'd go with, I'm more for the heavy riffs, but I feel like the mood lately has been one of creating more ambient type of sounds. This is the idea I currently have, which then leads into a fairly simple but different chord progression, and I think I might do a bit of soloing over the top of that, but we'll see how that goes. First of all, let's get a tempo for what I just played in the intro. Try 72, something like that, see how that goes. A bit slower, probably try 70. Might play around with the delay pedal. I didn't like how it was going from left to right and ending always on the right with the style I was playing. So we'll try it with the center and see how that sounds. Yeah, let's try and record that in. Yeah, that's okay. But that will then go into this idea that I've got going. So what we'll do is we'll change the tempo 84, something like that. Let's get that first one. If we get that first one, that first chord progression that we know recorded, that might help me try and get into what I want to do for the next section. So we'll record that in. So all that is me essentially playing an A chord. Obviously got the first fret capoed, but I'm playing an A chord. But I'm changing the alternate picking by going. So this is the first note. And in between those, I'm doing the same thing with the A shape. Very simple, but now I get into the nitty gritty of trying to find out what I want to do for the next section. Do-do. Oh my fucking oh my god. I'm just going to try and get a scratch take in. It's a really bad scratch take, okay? But I've got what I kind of wanted out of jamming about with those chords. But for now, I'm just going to leave that as is and maybe try and do some sort of guitar lead over the top of that. So I've faffed around with the lead tone. I'm kind of happy with it. I'm going to alter it again later, but for now, I'm going to try and get good takes of this section, and I'll come back to you when I've done that. So I've just finished re-recording that section, just doing some better takes, and now, hopefully you've noticed that I've got the keyboard out again, and I'm going to try and add some orchestra to it. Yeah. So, if you've never seen this before, this is the BBC Symphony Orchestra plugin. It's completely free, really good. Gives you an entire symphony orchestra for free. And I like to try and build some even more ambience. Not a keyboard player, so this might take a while. But first of all, I always like to start with the cello. I always think that sounds the nicest. What I'm doing with this with my left hand is I'm alternating the mod wheel, or the modulation wheel, which essentially makes it sound a bit more like the person's actually playing it. So without the modulation, it would just be, sorry, here's full modulation, so we got, it does come in gradually as he's playing it, so, but then, makes it sound like they're actually using their bow. I think that, no, the cello would be down here. Yep. So I'm going to start off by basically just keeping this on loop and just trying to find out what I like. I like this B flat here. Let's try and record it in. But now I'm going to add probably some violin, so I'll turn the cello down for now. Hi guys, just hopping on here to say that basically I said nothing throughout this entire process of me writing the orchestra, so ignore the sped up footage. Basically, all I do is I try and make a really loud noise ambient layer, basically just testing out loads of different instruments and then seeing if they work together. I don't know if they do until I've tried it. But hey, hopefully you guys are doing all right. Just a little checkup. How you doing? Make sure you're drinking water. Go outside. Get some sun. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I've almost finished uni. Got a couple of assessments left, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm about to get cut off by me. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye! That was an oboe. Yeah, boy. How metal is that? So sorry if I was really quiet then. I've just been adding quite a few layers of orchestra to this. We've got a cello, a couple of violins, some trombone, and I believe some clarinet as well. And if I just solo all of that for you, this is what that sounds like. Sounds like something out of Harry Potter, but in context, I think it sounds rather nice. What I'm thinking about doing now is probably just going to repeat that section, but on top of that, so even more layers, I know. I think this is the perfect time to then start trying out that lead tone I was talking about earlier. So we'll try that out now. Bit of a different vibe. At the moment I'm just playing over this, looping it over and over again until I've found some sort of lead section that I like. I'll get back to you once I've found that, and then we'll record it in. And I'll try and find a way I can get back into that opening lick that I played. So I'll see you when I do that. Okay, so I think I've got a rough idea of what I want to do. So I'll play that for you now. Bear in mind there might be a few bum notes, but we'll see how this goes. Something like that, maybe? I'm just going to record in a final A chord, just to end it off. So sorry if there wasn't really much talking in that video. I might try and do some voiceover, or you probably would have heard some voiceover, just going over my thought process as I'm going through what I'm writing, trying to learn how to communicate how I'm writing rather than just doing it in silence. So that's the skill I'm trying to learn. But I think the solo writing could have been a bit better. It's a bit sloppy, bit simple, bit basic, but for now I think it will do the job. I'm not going to mix or anything like that. I'm just going to leave it as is, and hopefully it sounds good. So we'll give it a final listen. I quite like it, but I'm probably gonna have to redo that solo. But we'll leave it there for now. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, guys. If you like what you saw, please, if you're new, subscribe, like the video if you haven't already. I am trying to get more content out, more quantity of music out. Whether I like it or dislike it, I'm just trying to publish it or create more of it, just so I'm getting better at getting into a flow of writing music. Because to be honest, I don't really want to post this riff. I don't really like it that much. I think it's got some potential, but my point is, I'm trying to be better at writing more music, writing better music, posting it and seeing what you guys think of it, really. With that said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.